Now you would think seeing police just grab up YG and detain him briefly for questioning that anybody affiliated with him or anywhere affiliated with this Drakeo situation in any way, shape, or form would just stay off the internet and let things play out, right? Well, no. Unfortunately, Munchie B is still on no jumper, and he's speaking with Adam on the situation and basically defending YG and pushing a bunch of narratives as to why YG have nothing to do with it and how the internet is just pushing fake news. And if you ask me, the way their dialogue looked as I observed this conversation was almost as if Munchie B was set up in a way where he was not only defending everything, but he was also deflecting, which is two main signs of guilt, because why would he be even trying to defend or deflect? See, y'all have to remember, nothing about this situation involved Munchie B initially until Munchie B involved himself throughout his online antics and interviews, and that's where he began involved. If y'all remember when Drakeo was first unalived, yes, everyone already had the thought that YG was involved due to obvious reasons, but they also, including us, was pointing out the horrible job of the venue, which allowed these two crews to even come across each other knowing they were on the same lineup and did little to nothing to prevent things from happening. Down to the actual incident where Drakeo, being the main artist, was frontline fighting for so long to the point where he was actually able to get stabbed in the first place. Where was the venue's security? How weren't the situation broken up in time? In fact, how was someone able to catch a body at a whole festival and even make it out and still not be caught years later? It's a lot of questions to be asked, and we can go all day. But when it comes to Munchie B, he speaks on bloggers not being credible, but he is the one that started the odds being on them in the first place once he himself volunteered the information that he toasts it up with Drakeo's Unaliver every day, according to him. Then we can't forget when the stabbing first happened, and he would go online making stabbing gestures with a knife to the same area Drakeo was stabbed in as he trolled his death on social media. So you can't do things like this on social media and then get mad when social media start playing detectives using the same evidence that you provided on social media. But anyway, let's go over what these guys had to say in regards to YG being involved allegedly in the Drakeo the Ruler's death. But in the meantime, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, hype the video so we can get into the algorithm, and if you not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it. Hold up, y'all. There's no way you're watching this video for free right now, where you could be getting paid literally just for playing games while this video play in the background at the same time. Only difference is the increase in your bank account. Now, I'm not saying you'll get rich, but I am saying that you could easily make something while doing nothing except for sitting on the couch playing games if you download the app Free Cash. Tap or click the link I pinned in the comment section or scan the QR code that I put right here on the screen. Also, if you use my link right now, they give you a little something to start off with just for signing up. So if you want a little Uber Eats or something to snack on and don't feel like dipping into your own wallet, play a few games so you don't have to spend your own ends. Now let's get back to the video.
I guess like another reason why YG might not have been in the best spirits at the battle was because he, I guess, got his spot searched by CHP, the same organization that came here trying to talk to me and Munchie, which all of a sudden makes us feel like, oh, okay, like we don't know what they got, but we know that they are seemingly taking this investigation quite a bit more seriously.
Something tells me about this situation that knowing Adam, he's gonna drag this whole situation as long as he could, especially knowing that he may or may have not have some affiliates that have something to do with the whole unaliving of Drakeo the Ruler that works for him. As you can see, I don't think Munchie B be too much into trying to talk about this, but it seems like Adam does because he knows it's going to get views, and it forces Munchie to do so being that he's his employee. But Adam is going to definitely drag this out for as long as he can.
And just to dump it all out there, then after that, we get leaked testimonial from Drakeo's former security guard, basically saying that he saw YG as part of the group that approached Drakeo that night. And then on top of that, we have fans putting together screenshots and basically saying that you can see like what YG's wearing in this picture and then what this guy in the video who's running down on Drakeo is wearing, trying to do the connection between those two. So it does feel like, you know, there's a lot of people who are trying to make this situation heat up. Munchie, what's the vibe? What's the vibe on the land in the turf?
Why would he be wearing the same thing 3 years later and he rich?
Well, it's a photo from that night, right?
Right. And then what that was Neon Stream or something?
I guess, yeah. Neon was back there, was he?
He wore the same exact fit 3 years later.
Well, yeah, no, supposedly it's less than a year.
Oh, so they're saying that 4 years later he might have been wearing the same outfit. Wow, I thought it had to have been the same night.
No, that ain't the same. That's.
I would say that was
4 years 2 years later, bro.
Somebody like YG wearing the same item of clothing 4 years later. I would say is very unlikely.
And then what Coop say? Hazel eyes. Do you know what color hazel is?
I did look it up on ChatGPT, and it did say that YG has hazel eyes.
Mikey's eyes.
That nigga ain't no hazel eyes.
Like, if you notice, right? He's deflecting and he's defending. Here's the thing: you're not YG. Why are you defending YG? Right? And it seems to me the reason why he is because, like Wack 100 just said when he did an interview with Adam, he said all this pretty much started with Munchie B when he said what he said on Clubhouse.
Brain cells to share between the two of them.
And then got a little more serious than I thought it was gonna get because now this is real. That case been cold at least 5 years, right? It wasn't until Munchie said that dumb shit.
And that's the statement when he said that he toasted it up with the same person that unalived Draco the Ruler every day. See, and that's what gets me. Why nobody asks him about that question, right? Why nobody asks him that question? Why nobody says, well, why you got on Clubhouse and say that? And if you do, who's the person he was referring to? Let's get to the grits, right? Let's get to the real nook and cranny. And this is why I can't do interviews, because these are the type of questions I want to ask. The first question I will ask is, why did you say that? But then two, who is the person you was referring to? Simple as that. Because you put it out there already. So once you put it out there, you left it room for questions to be asked. Now we're asking questions. But it seems like he's trying to clean the mess up that he started. But it's clear as day that you're deflecting and defending.
Bro.
It was the dude behind him that had hazel eyes.
Yeah, nigga ain't got no hazel eyes, man.
So Coop didn't make the mistake about his eye color, the LA Times did?
That's crazy.
Wow.
No, he said two different people had hazel eyes. So did he make a mistake or he said two different people?
3 people with knives said he saw YG because he met him a lot. When you met someone a lot, like you know them.
He can feel it. He like seeing his stature or whatever.
I can stand corrected, but I swear to God, he said two different people had hazel eyes. Two different. I'm not. I just thought maybe he thought like Brown, the regular Brown was hazel or some shit. So he kept. I don't know.
So he's alluring that it was YG who did the actual stabbing?
That is basically, not the actual stabbing, but basically saying that he was part of the group.
Now, here's the thing, right? Because as you pay attention, they're all trying to make it seem like YG did the stabbing or no. If you look at the video we did previously, the guy was just pointing out the outfit that YG had on and said that the thing is, he was on the scene despite saying that he wasn't, right? So that's the first lie. And it's not the fact that he did it to Draco, but he was affiliated with who did it. And this is why Flacco said a conspiracy charge is coming, because what happens with that is now it leads to, all right, we know that you had beef with Draco the Ruler. So if you was there knowing that you had beef and the person who allegedly did it is affiliated with you, see what I'm saying? So I don't know where they trying to push these narratives, but nobody ever said that YG was the one that did it to Draco the Ruler himself. They just say he's affiliated, and now it came out that he may have been there due to the clothing that he was wearing that pins him to the crime scene.
Involved in like
Draco's
the
on
fight.
stab one stuff, so.
Yeah.
Because according to Flacco's video, Flacco said he knows who did it.
He's not the most credible person, bro.
And Flacco, to be fair, is basically accusing somebody else, not YG.
He's
Right.
not, Flacco just, bro, he's just.
I mean, like, so if it's okay, hypothetically, if they somehow, based on this testimony, try to prove that he's involved in like that altercation, will he be indicted? Will he be implicated?
I say it's a lot of inconsistencies. If you're going off what Cool said and then what Poetic Federal is reporting, it's a lot of inconsistencies. Like, you know what I mean? If your boy says somebody tried to take my chain, come get you, and then you and your security runs back to the trouble.
Right.
Like, ain't your security supposed to secure you?
Well, they were
like,
claiming that the exits were blocked off, right?
No. What I heard was the dude with the clothing.
Dub. Chief and Heavily.
Him. Somebody allegedly tried to take his chain and he ran.
Yeah, that's kind of what started it all.
And then ganging him ran back to the trouble.
That's what I don't get. Why would you ever turn around and go try to face anything like that? Get your ass on stage.
But
and
they
do
were
your
saying
job.
that they basically.
Now, clearly, they trying to act like they don't know rappers. I don't expect her to get it. She's a woman, so I don't expect her to get it. But a rapper, right? Let's say you go to a venue with your homeboy, and your homeboy goes somewhere else. Somebody try to snatch his chain. He comes back and say, yo, they tried to snatch my chain. In rapper fashion, yes, it may sound stupid to y'all, but now once you rally up everybody you came back with, you're gonna go to the people that try to take your chain and you're gonna address the issue, whether that be arguing back and forth, whether that be getting the chain back if it was taken, whether that be putting hands on them, gunplay, whatever it is. We know, and especially just guys in the street too, not just rappers, but it becomes pride and ego. So where, oh, he tried to take my chain. So now I'm gonna run back to my boys, let it be known we're gonna come back and address you because I got my boys with me. You caught me slacking or lacking while I was by myself, but I came here with people. So now I'm gonna go back, gather up with them, come back and address you, and we gonna handle it like that. That happens all the time. So I don't know why Munchie is trying to act like he don't know why they will go back to quote unquote face trouble. No, you know why. A lot of these guys are gang affiliated for one, whether they not, it's ego and pride involved. You try to take my chain, I'm going back to the guys, let them know what you try to do, and we're gonna address this issue. Simple as that.
They were kind of trapped, that they didn't really have like an option to get out of there.
They ain't with it, bro. Hey, bro, that's what I'm saying. They need. I honestly, it ain't because of where I stand and who I'm cool with, but no detectives want nobody on the internet doing the things that certain people doing because it compromises their investigation. It's never good because then they didn't know last year March that Coop had did disposition with the Live Nation lawsuit. It said what he said, and it's not lining up. So so people think they doing people justice, and I mean I don't know Ralphie, but I don't think Ralphie feeling what's going on the internet.
Ralphie hasn't said a word.
Let's be clear here. The detectives, the feds don't care what goes on social media. If it plays into whatever prosecution or whatever decision that they're trying to go with, of course they're going to use it. Just like music lyrics or videos or whatever they can grab from the internet that helps their case. But they're going to go with whatever they're going with. They're not going to do anything that doesn't or jeopardize their case. Of course not. But they don't care what no bloggers is doing, no journalists, or none of that. You can say whatever you want to say. But they know what they're going with. Now, if you help them, which in a lot of cases these guys do because they put a lot of things on social media, like what Munchie B did, right? So when you help them, they take that and use it. But you can't say, I don't think the feds appreciate, they don't care, to be honest with you, because they don't care about these journalists that's on YouTube doing whatever they doing. It's a different entity where they're getting paid to solve this case and these YouTubers are doing whatever they doing. And if it helps, they'll use it. If not, they don't care. But what Munchie B did, which would say he toasts it up, that's just a different story.
Or I don't really feel like any of the Stink Team dudes have really said anything like endorsing this investigation or what Flacco's doing or anything like that. I feel like they seem like they're a unified front and like not commenting on it or whatever. But I mean, I've been doing some research and my personal view is that even if YG was wearing a mask and holding a knife in that situation, even if you grant those two things, I don't think that's enough to put murder charges on him. It's just like, if you don't have like direct evidence of him swinging a knife or doing something that like is way more direct, then I don't think it's happening.
See, clearly he don't know the law, because he said if they don't have direct evidence of that, they can't put M charges on him. Well, what is Lil Durk locked up for? Right? They don't got Durk there swinging any firearm and shooting at who they claim was unalived, but he's down for M charge as well. But the thing about that is, people don't understand conspiracy charges, right? How conspiracy work. Whether if they caught you and you have a ski mask and a knife in your hand, yeah, they can put charges on you. Conspiracy to commit M. It may not be a M charge, but it's a conspiracy to commit it, and that still holds a lot of time. So whether they try to say he had the weapon in his hand or a ski mask or not, it still holds time, and you can still do time behind those charges.
I think that probably what they would need to do is they would need to be able to prove that he was involved in planning the attack. I think that is where they would be able to actually put something together. But all of this, I kind of feel like they're interested in it, but I don't think they got what it takes to actually like put a charge on them.
And the characters, the character of the people saying the things also matters as well. Like, who are these people and what is your history and what kind of person are you?
Who are you talking about?
Like,
the security guard?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
I will say that in that regard, his security guard Coop is, I mean, he's been a security guard forever, comes from a background of dudes do that. I mean, I feel like he's probably considered like a pretty credible witness, but from
he's
my
the security guard that ran with them.
Yeah, he was with him during the whole thing, yeah. And he's the one who gave the testimony.
So you're the security guard that ran with the person you're securing to the violence, to the trouble. And you're the one saying that you saw this and this and that, but you didn't do your job as a security guard. And now you're coming up with what you saw and what happened. I think like somebody that is a good lawyer is going to eat these cats up. Like what?
No. Let me tell you why. Him doing his job has nothing to do with the body that was dropped, right? You think the feds care that he didn't do his job that night? There's a million security officers. There's a million people out there that's employed to do a job that don't do their job every day. The difference is a body hasn't came from it. In this instance, yeah, he may have not been doing his job that night, but that's not a charge. Right? People could say what they, oh, he didn't do his job. He's the reason Drakeo isn't here. That's cool. That's social media banter. What we're dealing with is the fact of who unalived Drakeo. And if this man who runs with them and was there that night is able to say, no, I point out this one, and that one. That's who the feds care about. And when it comes time for trial, that's who the jury cares about, because they're going to say, well, if he was there, right there, and he's pointing these people out, then I mean, who are we to say that he's lying? So I don't know.
Whatever it is, they're gonna choose like character witnesses. It matters.
Rios, bro, this thing, bro. I'm just going off everything that's going on the internet, compare and contrast, and you sitting at a disposition for Live Nation, and because you know it wasn't secure to people liking. Mm-hmm. It's cool trying to get paid too. You the security, bro. Why you didn't do your job, bro? If somebody ran back to a group to avenge something behind the chain, you already didn't, bro. You supposed to secure him and make sure he's straight. I just heard Trey D said when Death Row interrupted that
Source Awards
award show when Dre and Snoop was up there trying to accept their award, the security got them out the back door. And then, you know, the Eastsiders, they had a standoff with you know what I'm saying, the gang. And bro,
that's true.
See, now Munchie is trying to act ignorant to facts. What he's saying is right? Security is supposed to do their jobs. It's supposed to keep you protected because that's what they get paid for. But how many times have you seen whether these young kids be streaming and they got bodyguards and things happen and the security isn't doing anything because the person they securing said, nah, back off or get out the way or watch out. I'm gonna do this. They listen to them. They're not supposed to. You got certain security guards that will say, nah, I don't care what my client says. I'm gonna protect them by all costs. But then you got those other security that's like, well, I'm getting paid by them. So, You know, if he tells me to do something, I gotta do it. So it's a difference in security, and we all know that. Look what happened to King Vaughn. King Vaughn had security the night he passed away, but look what happened to him, right? So let's not act ignorant to the facts. We know, yes, security is supposed to do this or supposed to do that, but not all security do.
Secure the artists, bro.
That's true, but the thing is, like, when you're talking about a live event, right?
You got homie security. I just get all duty security. I mean, all duty police officer. You feel me? Like Death Row back in the days. Bro. At least I'm gonna be safe.
But okay, in that moment, like, as if Draco is concerned about his boy having somebody try to take his chain, which is what I guess happened with Chief and Heavily, it's like Draco don't have a full security detail, like a wall of security that's guiding him around. He got one dude who's by his side, and realistically, like, your job is not to like demand that the artist or your client moves to the next location that you're supposed to go to. It's really just like, stay on top of this dude. If he's gonna go this way, you follow him, you stay as close to him as you can. And in that situation, I don't think that there was any way that he was going to be able to like really control what somebody like Draco was doing and where he was going. So, I mean, that being said, you know, he's just got his own like idea of what he wants to do. I see it all the time where like the security basically has to like run after the artist to like stay with them because the artist is like damn near trying to ditch the security.
Right, because
on many, what I just say, on many occasions, there's certain securities that are supposed to do certain things that they don't. And you have other securities that do, and they don't care what the client says. But this happens all the time. But keep in mind, Draco had one security guard, right? And they said it was like 100 other people that allegedly was with YG and them crew, whatever the case, whoever it was, whoever the people it was attacking Draco the Ruler, it was about 100 plus. It was only a few of them. It was but so much that security guard could do, especially if they have weapons, especially if what Flacco said was true and they couldn't bring everybody they wanted to bring. They was already at a disadvantage because according to Flacco, there was a lot of inside intel that was favor to a certain somebody. We just gonna leave it at that.
Okay, or when it comes to artist security, private personal security, I want to know what is the guidelines of their job description, because a security guard at the store is to observe and report. You're not even supposed to stop them if they're walking out. Just observe and report. But when it comes to private security and you're securing an artist, what is like your job description? Because I thought you're supposed to secure him at all costs.
100%.
Not try to aid him in a rumble.
No, that is. But the thing is this: when you're booking security, I'm not even speaking on him as an individual. I'm just saying, like in general, when you're booking security for an event of this nature, you're doing so with the expectation of what's reasonable in the scale of what the event is. Like, so hence, if there's an event where there's going to be 15,000 people there and it's a specific type of demographic of crowd and this and that, like you should be allotted X amount of security guards. Hence with this festival, they told Draco and his team, you're allowed to bring this amount of people. He was allotted a spot for and one entourage member.
Well, if it's security breach, then some of the homies got to kick back and you bring more security, right?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. So they told him he wasn't allowed to do that, and they had strict stipulations on the type of what they were allowed to have on them and things of that nature. Now, I do agree with your previous point, Munchie. It is wise to hire off-duty cops and things like that in events such as this, because anyone that has a CDC and a guard car where they're able to actually be whammed up and things like that, and it supersedes jurisdiction, like the people that can fly with a strap. Like when I had Cassidy do rap battles and he would come in his security.
My thing is, if you allow this amount of people in, well, leave some bros at home and bring an extra security.
I would have.
Now, here's the thing. Now that they brought that, and this is why interviews aren't good, especially when the investigation is going on. Because we know for a fact now that Draco the Ruler was only allowed a certain amount of people. I think 5 or 6, something like that. I'm not sure. So it already put him at a disadvantage, and he was also alerted that he couldn't bring weapons in, including his security. Alright, so now the venue was at fault because he was told not to bring weapons, but somehow he was stabbed. So how did a weapon get in there if a weapon or any weapons wasn't allowed? But now, two, here's the question. How many people did YG have with him? So if it's any more than how much Drakeo the Ruler had with him, right there, right there, it tells you it all. So I don't know, it's just a lot going on with this situation, but they need to stay off social media.
Got all security. None of my friends would have went.
Right, because
whatever it is, that's
even when
still such a
police, when
small-
they react to certain crime scenes, they ain't even about to approach the crowd until they get back up. The ratio got to add up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if you have a stipulation put on you, or like the max amount of people you could have with you is this, it's a fair assumption that you wouldn't even need to have. You wouldn't even need that. Like
necessity of being looking cool with the homies ain't it ain't
It's not
priority. Safety, right?
For sure, safety is priority.
So that's what I'm saying. You keep like skipping over that.
No, safety should be priority one. I'm just saying, like, what I'm really speaking of is the
I'm a realist, bro.
But really, what the conversation to me is the negligence of this venue and the negligence of the people that are organizing and running this festival, and the potential beyond legal ramifications, the civil lawsuits that are ensuing. I don't know if the security people are involved in that in any capacity, or they have a fish to fry in that regard, but it would make sense.
You're not wrong. Munchie's not wrong, but we got to take accountability for our mindset and our actions. J Hood was on this podcast on one of the Tuesdays and said, isn't it snitching, or isn't it wrong for you to have a police officer if you're a street, you know what I mean? Remember,
that's another conversation too.
That's another, so we just had somebody here that said that they didn't feel comfortable having a police officer as that, and that mentality is not really beneficial to building moving forward.
Well, then you got reputed blood member, respected joint Munchie B saying he should have had police with him.
Well, you are this big.
See, and that's the difference, because it's like you can't have one or the other, right? You got one person saying, "Oh, you should," which is a gangster, quote unquote, Munchie B, blood member, right? He's saying you should have police. Then you had another guy by the name of J Hood that says you shouldn't because that's technically snitching. See, but the problem is everybody is okay with certain things as long as it benefits them. But if it go against them, they this snitching, it's not this, it's not that. But as long as it's convenient, it's okay. And that's the problem. But let's be real here too. Munchie is talking about, you should have police as security. But I'm pretty sure, once again, he's being ignorant to the fact that most rappers don't like doing that, because most rappers are doing illegal things in their everyday life. Whether it's buying drugs, buying lean, popping pills, and as an off-duty officer, no matter what you're doing, you have to report a crime. So you may come across one of these, because you don't know these people. You just booking them. You don't know them unless you've been dealing with them for a long time. But even with that, it's a conflict of interest, because now it becomes a conflict with their job and their career, in which they're not going to give that up for little old you, right? So at the end of the day, the reason why most rappers don't have police officers as security, even though it may be more beneficial, is because they're doing illegal things as well, no matter what it is.
Artist, and you're going to a festival where your ops is going to be there. The Drakeo knew the lineup. You would think.
Hey, look.
When you become such a celebrity, once you reach a certain celebrity, a certain fame, you got to leave that street mentality of I can't do this because I'm street.
It was the venue basically like forcing him to roll with like a small group of people.
Exactly. That's my whole
so what
point.
you said,
Stipulation.
Jay Hood, or how you feel about shit, that's him. I do what the I want to do.
Right.
So, like, if I, you know what I'm saying, at an off-duty, what's the difference between the off-duty security police officer and a Navy SEAL niggas? They the same shit to me.
Well, yeah, but they're not, because Navy SEALs aren't doing criminal investigations. They don't work with criminal investigation organizations in any capacity, gang.
They're both police.
Yeah, but Navy SEALs, no, they're not though. They work with the military.
Yeah, but in that capacity, what they're doing, they're not being a Navy SEAL.
Okay, yeah, and that, but they're quote unquote protecting.
Yeah.
and they're
Doing police work.
They're mercenaries essentially. They're private mercenaries.
Hey, let's,
like,
but see, my mindset go to that because being in the county jail, a lot of them dudes when they not doing their thing with the army and shit, when they come out, they be working in the county jail. They be sheriffs and shit. Like they the same type of people. Like
No, but anyway, y'all get the gist. If y'all want to watch the whole interview, I'm gonna leave a link below so y'all can check the whole interview out. The reason why I wanted to point this out, because it seemed like Munchie, if y'all paid attention to everything as of just now, he's deflecting and defending. Once again, why are you defending something that's supposed to have nothing to do with you, right? Do you feel guilty because you done started a mess and you're trying to fix it up? Do you feel guilty because maybe you're the reason why they're starting to come for the people that they're coming with? Do you know something we don't? Who knows, right? But it seems like they're defending, they're deflecting, and it seems like they're trying to blame Drakeo for getting unalive. Oh, he should have knew better. Oh, the mentality of being a street guy. No, he was told certain stipulations and he followed that. So he probably was thinking, all right, I got one security guard. Dude, let's be real. No rapper is going to go to an event by himself. So how much security guard let's say he was supposed to have 5 people with him. You think he's going to have 3 or 4 security guards and just have one person with him? No, especially with his op that's on there. But once again, you got to figure out how many people that YG had with him and compare the two, because it wouldn't be fair. And maybe this is why these people are starting to face all these lawsuits when it comes to that venue, because there was a lot of foul play that was done that day. As y'all can see, they said that according to Drakeo's brother, he wasn't even there for 10 minutes. So this don't sound like something where they just planned to do it because they seen him. This sound like something that was planned a long time ago, a targeted hit. In less than 10 minutes, right? So I don't know, y'all jump in the comments, let me know what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'ma keep on dropping. I'm out. Hold up, y'all. There's no way you're watching this video for free right now. Well, you could be getting paid literally just for playing games while this video play in the background at the same time. Only difference is the increase in your bank account. Now, I'm not saying you'll get rich, but I am saying that you could easily make something while doing nothing except for sitting on the couch playing games if you download the app Free Cash. Tap or click the link I pinned in the comment section or scan the QR code that I put right here on the screen. Also, if you use my link right now, they give you a little something to start off with just for signing up. So if you want a little Uber Eats or something to snack on and don't feel like dipping into your own wallet, play a few games so you don't have to spend your own ends.